Hello everyone, DSP here. Once again, it is time to play a hyped AAA release here on DSP Gaming. Today we are playing Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, the sequel to the popular game from Hideo Kojima from many years back, a game that for me was unique. Why? Because I felt Death Stranding 1 was a combination of one of the best, most artistic, well-written, and interesting stories in gaming, combined with some of the most boring, repetitive, grindy gameplay I'd ever experienced. Now, that's what Kojima was going for. Like that, he said outright, yeah, that's what I wanted. So for me, it was like a mixed bag, but I definitely liked the game, and I toughed through it, and I even said at the end when I beat it, even though many people told me not to bother with it, they didn't like it, play something else, I got through it. And when the game ended, I was like, that was really good. Like the well-written game. I was very happy that I had played it. It really resonated with me. Very unique game, right? Here we are years later. It's the sequel. I'm excited. I certainly hope that Kojima has improved certain things. We're on a new console now, right? PS5 Pro. I'm playing it at 4K. You guys will see it in 1440p max, 60 frames. I'll be playing at 60. You'll be playing at 60, seeing 60 frames. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm excited to jump in. It is release day, which is June 26, 2025. But people have been playing this since Monday because special people got it early. Then people paid extra to play it early. Whatever. We play it on release day. All right. So here we go. Without further ado, let's check it out. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. What did it say? Game help is available? Game help. For the record, since I am playing this on PS5, there is desync issues with PS5 and OBS, the capture software I use. I've advised the stream audience to please tell me if there's a desync. I can fix it right away. Like, I know exactly how, but I need to know it's happening because it doesn't happen here on my TV. It happens in my capture software. So everyone, please tag me in the chats and yell at me if there's a desync. Okay. Screen brightness. We'll just leave it by default, right? Let's just leave it on a regular. There we go. There is audio in my controller. Maybe we should watch the Death Stranding recap. Might make sense. Game difficulty normal. Log in at launch on. Share content everything. So this is a game that absolutely benefits you from doing the game share. Because if you game share everything and you're online all the time, what people do in the game is shared. Like, for example, if everyone travels the same route, that will become an actual road in the game that's like paved and stuff. And that's what happened in the first game. You started playing it and it was tougher, but then as more people played it, there was like roads and stuff to drive on. So it makes sense to leave everything on, which we're gonna do. Okay, we'll leave everything here by default. Controls for soothing Lou, motion sensor and left stick. Yeah, I don't know about motion sensor, but I feel like I'll leave everything on default. I'm just looking for like accessibility stuff. No, this is all normal stuff. Let's see here. Voice language, English, text language, English subtitles on. There you go. Let's turn speaker names on. Okay. And screen brightness we did. Okay, graphics mode. I'm going to prioritize performance. I would much rather have a higher frame rate than more detail in the graphics. It is a game that I'm playing. I'm not watching a movie after all. Master volume, everything here is good. All right. I guess we're good. So we're back, and that should save up. Saving right now. Here we go. Should we watch the recap? How long is the recap? If it's only a couple minutes, I think we should watch it. Let's give it a go. Hopefully it's not like 20 minutes. Here we go.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding.
Oh, this is good. You can actually go forward whenever you want.
The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake.
This is cool. I like that they put this in the game. Now, get caught right up. You don't forget the plot of the first one.
But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
And that's like only 1/10 of the wild stuff that happens in this game.
Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble.
See, here's the cool part is now you understand the plot, but when you were playing the first game, none of this made any sense because it was just thrown at you and like, you know, as it happened. So you didn't know what was going on. You didn't understand what any of the creatures were. It's good to be able to get an explanation now, all these years later, to sort it all out.
The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate, the one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strived to bring people together.
I didn't even know he had that.
By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
And you failed miserably.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA.
He also had a really cool skull mask for absolutely no reason.
And of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends.
Oh, I
As
hated
may
you.
Recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lakna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They fused like into the one body. What a weird plot that was.
Heart.
And this guy.
Every 21 minutes, his soul departs his physical form.
Yeah, this guy was
And for
wild.
3 minutes, his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam.
Yeah, but then at the end, didn't he decide to go permanently or something? If I remember correctly, like he didn't come back at the end?
Fragile. Leader of the private delivery outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used Timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company. And with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on.
You notice they're not mentioning the 40 hours of padding and boring gameplay.
Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal.
That was Troy Baker, if I remember correctly, right?
The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built. But your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding. A secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time. And a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done.
Now, I don't remember what it was. I remember it was like shocking and a big twist at the end of the game, but I can't remember what it was. They're not going to tell you?
America rose from the ashes as the UCA. And as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB.
My BB.
To save Lou.
Gotta save the BB.
You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
And that's where this game will pick up, because that was the end. He made the decision. He freed the baby from the pod, and they went off as like almost like fugitives, right? That was the end of the first game. But the question is, what was the twist? Does anyone remember? What was the big twist at the end, revealing the truth of the Death Stranding? Because I remember it like blew my mind and I loved it, but I can't remember. That's the one thing I don't remember. So, well, I'm sure someone will tell me. All right, that was a good recap. That was well done. I'm very happy that they did that. What a good way to get caught up. Okay, here we go. Good. Auto-saving is good for me, and we'll do normal, as always. Normal story. Here we go. Just kidding. Start at the selected difficulty. No, I selected it for no reason. Ooh, they want me to put my real birthday in? A person's birthday dictates their path in life. All right. That's my real birthday, April 6th. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It's believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life fraught with disquiet and turmoil. What the hell? Kojima Productions! Once there was an explosion. Yeah, don't look in my bathroom. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, lost spirits of the dead found their way to our midst, and they came into contact with the living. The result was an instant annihilation, a void out. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Thank you, Sergio, 39 months as a member. He says, nice seeing you playing Death Stranding. Thank you. Cities became isolated and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, BB, called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. The controller is vibrating and sounds like the ocean. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to trace them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. "11-month later." So I don't remember what the twist was.
I've
Dang.
always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind.
Oh, she still has the accent, huh?
Across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless.
I still did
A
not
glimpse
learn
of a
the
life I've
English.
never known. They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again. Today.
-61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the great system.
Norman Reedus and a grown-up fetus.
And the fears switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become?
Troy Baker's back, so Higgs isn't dead. I thought that he died in the first one, actually. He's coming back.
Water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk.
Guillermo del Toro's back.
Never
Cool.
really liked the way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong?
A choir singing the intro. Are we staring at graphics or real locations? This is graphics, of course. This is not real drone footage. This is computer rendered. There he is. Samwise Reedus G. And the BB.
61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun is out of sight.
The BB.
See the world
It's all grown up and cute. Amazing. It's a normal sized baby now. We don't have to call it BB, we can call it baby. Look at them graphics.
Okay, time to head home.
Look at them graphics. Woo! Blood level and stamina level. Look at this. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, can we go now? View destination, hold L1. That's your destination, got it. Return home with Lou. All right. Oh, got some drums. Come on. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Remember, you gotta tap L2, R2?
Sorry, kid.
You gotta tap. You gotta tap. You gotta tap, tap, tap to tap. Come on. You gotta tap it now. Don't lose your balance. Just do the taps. Look at his hands. Look at his hands as I tap. Don't lose your balance. What is he doing with his hands? That can't be right. Okay, carry on back a blood bag. Carry on your back. There you go. That can't be what they intended it to look like as you look. You hold and you hold. Okay. You don't want you to go like this. Oh, there's a bug on me. Get it off. Get it off. Oh. Okay, you're supposed to hold them. Okay, let's hold them. Jeez. All right, aerial camera. There we go. Look at this cinematic fancy angle. Ryder, Hideo Kojima. I like the cinematic camera. That's cool. I actually like the song too. It's epic. Very dramatic and epic. Yeah, the graphics are amazing right now. Look at the detail and the lighting. Look at the shadow in the background down there. Oh my god. Crazy good. Oh shit, I fell. Oops. All right, no more cinematic camera for me. So it's obvious this is the road they want you to run on, this ridge. Oh.
Let's head home before it gets dark.
Oh, you can see the strands. So the strands are where the BTs are coming down, right? That's the indicator that there's BTs, I believe. Okay, we're heading the right direction. Potential quake detected. Uh-oh. A gate quake. What's up, Darkside Stranding? How you doing? Okay, wait. Center your balance. Hold. We are holding. That's what I'm doing. Okay. A gate quake measuring 4 on the G scale. Whoa, look at that. Oh, it's cool. Check on Lou. Lou! Where's soothe Lou? I must soothe the Lou. La la Lou, la la Lou. Get some Z's Dream Sweeper. La la Lou, la la Lou. Oh my god, you kill the baby doing it that way. You're supposed to do it gently, right? Gently soothe. Gently rock up and down. Not hard and violent. Gently rock. Rock-a-da baby. Rock-a-da baby. Rock-a-da baby. All right, now shut up so we can go. Let's go. Very nice. Okay. Let's go. Come on. I love this song. Wow, this is a pretty epic intro. We're going the right way. Gotta go around this giant mound, though. Can't climb here. We're gonna have to probably go up at an angle, like this. There we go. Yeah. Back on track. Thank you guys for your contributions. I will shout those out. I figure let's get through the intro segment, shall we? And then I'll do some shout outs. But thank you guys for contributing early on. I appreciate that. How are we doing? All right. Wait, imagine if it didn't have this music. If it didn't have the music, it actually would be kind of, tedious. But the music actually makes it exciting. It's like... I wonder, was this song made specifically for the game? Because I've never heard it before. It's pretty epic. What's up, King Michael? How you doing, man?
Great. Rain.
There's rain. Rain coming down. The rain is very heavy. Oh, it's pouring. It's coming down, man. Oh, no. Well, at least we won't have to take a shower today. Resist the strong winds. Very nice. This is a real song, is it? I never heard it before. By the way, I'm sure this video is going to get claimed, everyone. I've gotten to the point of my tenure here as a YouTuber. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna let all the music be in the playthrough. I'm not gonna mute any parts or anything. If it is muted, it's because YouTube muted it. I'm not gonna dispute the claims and make my video get ruined. I want you guys to enjoy the actual intro to the game, so I'm not gonna mess with it, all right? I'm probably not gonna make any money on this video, and I really don't care. So, what is this? Climbing anchor. Let's grab that. There we go. Damn, it is pouring. La 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 la. Okay, it's down there. Oh, okay, we gotta start descending. I thought we were going to a major city, but we're not. All right, so we're gonna hook a left here and start descending down the side. Here we go. Man, it's a great looking game. Probably, I mean, arguably best console game I've seen. You know, I've been playing on PC now for almost a year, so I've seen some insane graphics, but this is a crazy looking console game. Right there. Okay. Oh no! I snapped his shins. Disaster. Absolute disaster. All right. Let me guess. Just as we're about to arrive home, something's gonna stop our progress. Oh, river, look at the beautiful water graphics. Look at that.
Almost there.
Okay, use a ladder to cross the water. That's right. So, the weapon and tool menu. Use the menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. So, the category right thumbstick, use R1 and L1 to cycle through options. Press X to equip or use your chosen weapon or tool. Okay. Climbing anchor? What do we need? We need a ladder. A ladder. Here we go. Okay. Ready the ladder with L2. You gotta find a place that'll cross. Maybe over here. There we are. And place. My first structure. All right. Now we can pick it up, right? Or we can leave it. Now let's dismantle it. There we go.
There, we made it.
Here we go. Let's sprint. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, there was the song. -61 Woodkid or something. That was the song. So that's going to get claimed. Norman Reedus and the grown-up fetus on the beach, brother. Uh-oh, look out. BT's incoming. That ain't good. He's not afraid. The baby wants to play. I'll play with you. Wait, did he... What the hell? He's able to pass through them? There's no risk to him anymore? it was fake. He had a hologram up to scare people away from his house. Get it? Oh, I get it. All right. That was interesting. Wouldn't that be bad for the baby though? Because wouldn't the baby be getting the wrong idea that BTs aren't dangerous? Just saying. All right. That was a pretty cool intro segment. I like that. That was neat. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Very nice. Look out, look out! Oh!
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, little.
Ugh.
Open up.
Come on, eat. Come on, eat, baby. Eat it.
There you go.
I'm being told the lower you are to the ground, the music will have no singing. If you climb high, then there's actual, like, lyrics. Interesting. Lyrics and singing. Well, we got a visitor, and we know who it is from the umbrella. It's Fragile. Get the handprints all over him. It's from the first game, right? Alert! Intruder alert! Annoying woman approaching, ruining everything. Bringing drama and problems to your home. No, no! No more drama and problems. Leave me alone. Became a hermit for a reason.
Who's that?
He attacks with a pan. A frying pan. She takes off. It's Kojima. It's not her. It's not Fragile. It's Kojima under there.
Who are you?
What the hell? Kind of a... Whoa. Oh, that's wild. That's a weird mask.
Cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Why did you do this? Shh. Quiet. Alrighty then. And that's it. That's the game. What, the baby has a tattoo? How irresponsible. To tattoo your child at a baby's age. It did not consent. Take this child away immediately.
Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God.
Chiral printer. Oh, look. In the Corpus, you can review the story so far, examine terminology, and check the controls. So basically, it's going to be a pop-up to explain what a chiral printer is. It's a high-performance 3D printer that can make use of the chiral network's cutting-edge data processing capabilities. It has remotely output a great variety of objects. Fabricating weapons is simple with the chiral printer. That's right. That's how you made your weapons in the first game, correct? Right.
How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Chiral network.
Oh.
Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Chiral printers now, too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me.
Now the volume's way down.
Overdoing
What
it
happened?
left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
Jump shock. Really? A syndrome caused by performing repeated jumps to the beach. While it is clear that the syndrome is brought about by the accumulated strain that multiple jumps place on the body, the exact causes are unknown and no treatment has yet been developed. It is still possible to perform jumps while suffering from this syndrome, but doing so puts one's life at risk. So they're saying she can't go back to the beach, or else she might die.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no.
Got any
We should
absinthe?
get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record.
Huh.
You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
Thumbs up. This is so bizarre having an extra pair of hands. She's like Shiva from Mortal Kombat 3.
But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over.
Of course. Why would there be another game?
Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it.
Stuffed bug.
A lot of things changed after
Those
you went
grubs.
off
He eats
on your
those,
own,
doesn't he? Those grubs.
especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running.
Really?
So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways.
Huh. So they're not in the game
And
anymore.
that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
Uh-oh, he got impeached.
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries.
Volume's a
With
little
the
low.
network
All right.
coverage, there's no need to rely
There you
on
go.
importers anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves
Drawbridge.
Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south.
Mexico.
Just like you did when you went out west.
Oh, no. No.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
I hate tacos. Why me? What's the state of the environment there? Are there BTs out there? I'll do it. All right, I guess we'll go through the different options here. Why me?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very
Sounds like a
important.
side quest.
And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Okay. Are there any other reasons why?
Well, that was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned.
Okay.
They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if
So
they're
cute.
right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them.
So it's a dual
Don't forget,
purpose.
Sam,
She's using him as an assassin, basically.
you were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
All right, looks like basically it's like an ongoing conversation. Can I ask you something?
Guess that makes sense. Something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory?
Ah.
Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people.
Well, the internet never
Which
turned
is
into
why,
anything bad,
instead
so
of turning to an established government,
it's a good case to go by, right?
The UCA contracted a private organization like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself.
I know a lot of these. I'm not doing the corpus because I know some of these. Like I know what a porter
So
is.
please, Sam, won't you help us out?
I won't do it. You can actually refuse. Game over. Let's do it. The game's gonna end. Game over. I'm done. That's it. Game over. There you go.
Not bad.
What
reporter.
happened?
Not bad at all.
We have to do this again? Are you serious?
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Oh, it's the end of the game. Look. So there's a picture. She visited. He said, no, I won't do it. And they just stayed there. That's the end of the game. It ended. Oh, look. So you choose again. What happens if you keep saying I won't do it? You're probably going to like a time loop. It's a time loop. What if you just like the song? Perfect. This time it breaks his foot. Oh!
Reporter. Not bad at all.
Alright, I guess we have to say yes to advance the game.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Yep. Oh, wait. It's going to a different picture now. Look. It's going back to the intro.
No! No!
Minus 61.
They're forcing you. What happened? Were they like teasing like you had to redo the whole intro from the start? Well, that's stupid. Alright, I guess we have to accept the order. There's no game. Alright. Alright. Why'd you say no? I would have done the intro again. I liked the intro.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh.
The classic illusion of choice, exactly.
What about Lou, though?
Like, why did you buy the game if you weren't going to play it?
It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone?
There you go. She has to watch him.
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use.
Thumbs up. Where'd she get that cool necklace from? It's more like a scarf.
It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, right. It totally won't be like an 80-hour game, right?
Link
Whatever
up
you
the
say.
region as you head south. And come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Someone told me the story of this game is 75 hours long, but I don't know if I should believe that. It could be true. All right. All right. Episode 1, Sam. Does that mean we'll play as other characters? That would be cool if actually there's other characters you can play as in this one. I wouldn't mind that. So what's weird is the voices were low, but then when we were outside doing the intro, it was very loud. So I might have to adjust the volume on the fly as we play.
Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Oh, the like system from the first game, remember? Activate the ring terminal.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery.
Look at that topography
Now then,
detail.
Let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection.
Nope.
You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab.
Of course.
Your first job is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation.
Does that mean there's gonna be like dead bodies everywhere?
Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
Okay, left on the D-pad.
You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management.
Select, okay.
This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an
The
excellent
main order
idea
delivery
to place the
cargo.
most important cargo in your backpack.
Okay. Select multiple open close. Oh, they want me to put it in my backpack? How would I do that?
We've given you some additional
Oh.
equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
So we got an assault rifle, a mazer handgun. This is basically like a taser gun. It says you charge it and fire. Blood bag restores your blood levels when connected, and ladders. 5 ladders to cross areas. Okay. Or is it 5 pounds? Maybe it's only 1 ladder. Huh. All right. So, place in backpack. What should I put in my hand and what should I keep in the backpack? These are guns. This is probably for stealth, and this is for more direct combat, because it's going to make noise, but this is like a taser that's quiet, I bet. Yeah, it says right there, produces no noise when firing. That's what I thought. Okay. Place it in your handgun holster. There you go. Hang it on the tool rack. Let's hang this on the tool rack, the gun. There you go.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Okay, we
Finally,
back out here.
Before
All right.
heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Okay, we just back out here.
See your
Yep.
destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think
Okay.
about what route you might take from your current location.
So, plotting a delivery route, hold square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination. Okay.
Commencing route creation.
I mean, we could follow the main river. But then there's bandits. Is there a way around? Like, can you go, like, around the river like we did this? They just want me to do this, is what they want. Yeah, that's what they want, so.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Okay. So they're showing you river crossing, deep river, another river crossing, bandits, even more armed hostiles, another river crossing, and this is a huge one. So it looks more like you probably have to cross via this bridge here, because this is going to be too deep to cross by yourself. You probably have to go across here, which is probably going to be a dangerous bottleneck, and then another small river crossing, and then there's where you're going. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Wow, it scared me. Oh. Me scared for no reason.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
A whole new world. A whole new world of woke Disney movies. Great. They've been missing out on all of them. We have to give them all of them at once.
Won't be any harder than before either. The Carol Network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow.
Look at that grub. Eat him, he's delicious.
Hungry?
Yeah.
No.
Well, come on, why wait? Grab a grub. Yummy!
No more baby food for you.
Just steak and potatoes from now on, kid.
Don't you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
The moment he walks away, unloads into the diaper, fully filling it.
Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
So it seems like almost all the major characters from the first game are not really big in this game. Only Deadman, it looks like. Everyone else is out of the game, basically. Huh. Well, there we are. There you have it. We're about to start. And there you go, the story so far. So hold L1, shows you your destination. Holding this will open the corpus. Here you go. Compass mode, you hold L1 to display all your active destination, and you can use left and right to switch between focus markers. All right. Displays the distance. Use square to place a marker when in compass mode. Okay. There's your path we're going to be following. In general, we don't always have to go exactly on that, right? Okay. And, all right, now how do we open the map?
Can anybody hear me?
Oh, I was talking. I pressed this.
Hello?
When you press the touchpad, he screams. This pulls out your assault rifle.
Been a while since I held a gun.
Melee. Okay, melee is circle. Once you fire, you can reload with circle, I guess. All right. How do I put that away? Now, how do I pull out my handgun? That I don't know. I wanted to pull out the handgun, but up is what? Cargo management. Auto arrange your cargo. Do that. It's already done. Okay. Awful materials. Backpack. We don't have these yet. Usable items off of your backpack. All right. What's this? What? Field wear menu. Why me hat? The Luden sunglasses. Sam sunglasses. Luden sunglasses. Sam sunglasses. We're wearing the Sam sunglasses. still don't know how you pull out the gun. Like, this is regular. Oh, weapons and tools menu. So there's the assault rifle. How do I pull out the handgun for stealth? Ooh, we have a canteen to drink. We have a blood bag to heal. A strand, a rope to bind and secure your cargo. Oh, nice. Hold on. Ready?
Nothing in the tank.
Oh, come on. Now that's very disappointing. Anyway, take all the fun out of the game. You can't urinate on command. So we got this. Here we go. There's your handgun. This is the stealth weapon. Yep. Charge and release. Now, how do you crouch? X. No, X is jump. Square? No. Triangle? No. L1? No. R1. R1. That's stealth mode. Okay, and you run like this. Okay, can I get this off the screen? Why won't this go away? There we go. And you put it away, right? Cool. All right, well, we're about to be off, but we have some shout-outs to do. Sorry, I withheld all shout-outs until the intro segment was done. Now let's take a look at what people had to say and get you guys your shout-outs. Here we go. So, we had Nick Smith did a $5 super chat. The twist is BB will pull a Hogan after getting a $100 donation. There you go. Maybe that was in reference to something that was happening in the intro. I don't know. Thanks for $5, Nick. And then Nick actually did an additional super chat, $2, and said, Mind's Eye looked better than this. Well, that's just factually untrue. But, okay. So that's $7 right there. Danzak did a $5 super chat and says, if the strands are already broken, in Death Stranding 2, are we reconnecting the world or tying knots in a ghost? Thanks for the big-brained philosophy, Danzak. Appreciate that. Cyber Elk gifted a membership during the intro segment. Thank you to Cyber Elk for that. That's $3 support. And Blow Kezi did a £5 super chat, which I believe is the equivalent of $6.72. I know because people have been doing the super chats from across the pond all week. So it's about $6. Hope you're doing good, Phil, mate. I'm hyped for all the new Mass Effect. Oh, are you hyped for the new Mass Effect? If so, what's your favorite game of the trilogy? My favorite game of the trilogy is still the first one. The one that started it all. It actually had more RPG elements that the future games didn't have. Am I hyped for a new Mass Effect? Man, it's hard to say because BioWare, they just haven't been doing it, right? Like, the games they've been pumping out have not been good. And as much as I want a new Mass Effect, I want it to be good. Do we even have faith that they can do that? I don't know, honestly. So, I guess we'll have to see. All right. Well, that was a good intro. I think this is a good place to end part 1 for the playthrough, split this part. All right. And then when we come back, we'll actually get into the gameplay loop, which is going to be a lot of traversal. Looks like we have to do some river crossings, avoid some enemies. This will be interesting. Thanks for watching the intro to Death Stranding. Undoubtedly, part 1 is going to get claimed for that music. But if you like the playthrough, if you could support in another way, maybe send me a tip, something like that, that would be great. Sadly, you won't even be able to do a super thanks on this video because it's going to get claimed on YouTube. But anything is appreciated. Remember, engagement is always key for a new playthrough. So liking the video and leaving comments on it will help this channel a lot if you could. And of course, subscribe if you're not. Thank you. See you in part 2 of Death Stranding 2 on the beach.